Hey everyone, this is Lil already from Abstrakt Music Lab, and today we're back with our sound design series. Today we're creating the lead from Kx5's new song called Alive, and it sounds like this. This is the recreated sound. The coolest part is this one here. And if you want to compare it with the original, or this part, it's pretty damn close. I'm really happy with this recreation, and as usual, if you want to support the channel, you can get us a coffee available here in the description below, or you can get our preset packs available here in the description below and in the top right corner. Or if you want to go bigger, you can always get the preset packs that we've done for production music live, or the preset packs that we've done for freshly squeezed samples available here in the description and in the top right corner. But before we begin, I invite you to join my Discord. If you're not there yet, go there in the description. You'll find an invite link over there where you can join it. And we're going to do a feedback live stream this Thursday. So if you want to submit a track, go over there and submit your track in the feedback live stream channel. And I hope to see you there this Thursday, 3 p.m. EST. And I hope to see you there. But now, enough with the chit chat. Let's get down to business. Let's look a little bit here into the MIDI, just so you can see here the lowest notes. They have a little bit of a smaller velocity, while the higher notes have a bigger velocity. This will be really important in the sound design, so it's really important that you do this as well. Or you can just grab the MIDI and the preset over here in the description below. But enough with that, and let's get down to business. We're gonna start here with an LFO 2. If you don't use LFO 2, you can use Volume Shaper or Flux Mini 2 by Kalem Audio, available here in the description. And essentially what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick this and put it all the way down. And we're gonna pick the depth, which is essentially the dry wet. And I'm gonna put it over here to around 49. And this is how it sounds like. This essentially is going to put the lower notes a little bit quieter. And we're also going to use an EQ, but we're going to use the EQ afterwards. But let's get started here with the sound design. So here in Serum, you're going to activate oscillator A and B. Both are going to be octave 0, and both are going to be the default wave, and they sound like this. Essentially how I used to sound, but we're going to put this one over here to something like this, 50%, and this one to something like this. There you go. It sounds a bit quiet at the moment, and that's because we lowered the volume a lot. And we're going to use the velocity. Remember that we talked about the velocity in the MIDI? We're going to use the velocity. We're going to use it like this. So essentially, the lower notes are not going to get this velocity, and the higher notes are going to get the velocity boost. And this velocity is going to go over here. Boom. And over here also at 25. So you can see that the higher notes, they get a volume boost. And that's essentially what we want. Now, also what we're going to do over here is we're going to activate the filter. We're going to use A and B, MG low 18. The drive and the resonance all the way down. And the cutoff is going to go around 10,300. So something like this. This is going to filter a little bit of the high end, and it's going to be really important in the mix afterwards. Now going into the envelopes, you're going to put over here the attack to a little bit higher, the hold also a little bit higher, something like this. Decay is going to go a little bit bigger as well, sustain all the way down, release a little bit higher as well, something like this. And this handle over here, at the moment it's kind of in the line, we're going to put it a little bit above the line so it holds the note a little bit better. Now, going into the filter, this is essentially it. We're going to listen to how it sounds like. You can see that it holds the note a little bit better. But you can see that because of this release, the notes start to get on top of the other, especially over here. You can see that we need to put this mono over here, so we listen to the notes properly. Now, LFO. Listen to the original, and you're going to see that the original kind of have a little bit of like a... Can you see how it does a... It's a little bit unstable, and we're going to do this instability over here with the LFO 1. In the LFO 1, we're going to pick it over here and put it over there. In the fine, this is going to go over here at 20, and this one, and a little bit higher over here. but it's a little bit too slow at the moment. We're gonna put this to 132. You can see how it creates the vung. So without this, and with this, you can see how it creates the vrng. That's essentially what we want with the sound. Essentially, that's it with the oscillator section. Now we're going to go into the effects section. And if you're liking the video, hit the like button. If you're loving it, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos from Abstrakt Music Lab. But leave it here in the comment section. What is your genre and which kind of sounds do you want me to recreate next? So this way I can make something a little bit more focused to what your guys are making. Let's continue here with the sound design. We're going to go now into the effects. In the effects, we're going to use distortion. Then we're going to use EQ. Then we're going to use reverb, and then we're going to use delay, and that's essentially it. For distortion, we're going to use a hard clip all the way. You can see how this increases the level of the sound. Now, we're going to also use an EQ. In this EQ, this is going to be the drastic adjustment of this sound design. We're going to put both to bell. Over here, the first is going to go somewhere around over here. The Q is going to go over at around 30%, something like this. And the gain just a tad a little bit down. Now, the frequency in the EQ2 is going to go to around 4,200, something like this. There you go. Q is going to go really down. And now the gain is going to go a lot up. This is going to boost the mids a lot. Without... You can see how the sound is a lot more MIDI right now, and it also increased the level of the sound as well. Now reverb. As it is, the size, we're going to use a hall reverb. Decay just a little bit higher. You can leave it as it is. The low cut is going to go over here at 35. The high cut around over here. The spin and depth are going to remain the same. And the wet is going to go a lot up to something like this. But in addition to all that, we're going to use the velocity again to increase the reverb on certain notes. Which notes? The ones that are high on the velocity. So decay over here, this is going to go around this. The low cut is also going to be boosted, so the high notes don't have that much low cut. And the mix also going to be boosted a little bit, but just a tad. So you can see that the higher notes have a lot more reverb than the lower notes. Why? Again, because the MIDI over here of the lower notes, they are a little bit lower, so they don't really touch. So you can see only the higher notes have this kind of effects. Now going back, we're gonna go and continue with a delay. If you listen over here to the original, you can see it goes bum, bum, bum. This is a ping pong delay. We're gonna activate the delay over here. We're already gonna toggle the ping pong over here. This is how it sounds like at the moment. But it has a bit too much high end in it, so we're gonna go here and put this to around something like this. There you go. And the Q is also going to go a little bit down. Now, the feedback is going to go a little bit down as well. And the mix a bit up, just a tad. But to increase this wobbling effect, what we're going to do is pick this LFO over here and also put it over here. But we're going to have to press Alt-Shift, and then you can see that it goes bipolar instead of unipolar. So bipolar, we're going to put this over here to 25 again. So also this is going to create a little bit of wobbling effect as well. The last step, and this is really subtle, we're just gonna go over here at 2000 Hertz. We're gonna go and give a 1 dB of boost. Now, if you want to compare it to the original, and that's it. I hope you liked the video, and if you liked it, again, hit the like button. If you loved it, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos from Abstrakt Music Lab. And I hope to see you soon in the next Abstrakt video. Ciao.